What is up? This is your LA in a minute, and I'm here with Bob at the oldest existing Bob's Big Boy, which is appropriate because in Los Angeles, who exported fast food culture to the world, Bob's Big Boy is actually the oldest existing fast food chain. And yes, it was started by a guy named Bob. Let's get into it. So Bob Weon of Glendale went to Glendale High School during the Depression. He never had a major interest in school, but he did wash dishes in the cafeteria. Regardless, he was voted most unlikely to succeed when he graduated in 1933. Weon went to work in this building, which is now El Comedor, but at the time it was Los Angeles White Log Coffee Shop. And he became interested in how restaurants run, so he was determined to learn every process of running a restaurant. So Bob was driven to prove his classmates wrong. He worked his way up to manager at White Log Coffee Shop and then moved on to Right Spot in Pasadena, who invented the cheeseburger in 1924, which was a seminal moment in fast food. And Bob set his sights on having a fast food spot of his own. Keep in mind, there wasn't what we think of as fast food back then. In fact, the drive-thru wasn't invented until 1948. But there was car hop service, which was the quickest way to give a customer their meal, have somebody come out, take their order, go back in, and then bring them the meal. Bob's wheels started turning. So now Bob hadn't saved enough money to open a full-service restaurant with car hop, but he did save enough to open a 10-stool stand on Colorado Boulevard in Glendale, which he called Bob's Pantry. So Bob's Pantry was successful, but it wasn't until a rowdy group of musicians came in and demanded something different that he cut a sesame bun into thirds, put 2 patties on there, and invented a sandwich called the Big Boy. That was the first double-decker hamburger known worldwide, and he named it after a regular, Rick Woodruff, who became the model for Bob. With Bob's Pantry becoming known for the first of its kind double-decker hamburger, Bob's opened up a second location in 1938 in Burbank called Bob's Big Boy, where he opened the first car hop service, and Bob's was on its way to becoming the first fast food chain in all of Los Angeles. Bob's soon started franchising, and eventually there were 240 Bob's Big Boy locations. The chain was purchased by the Marriott, and today, unfortunately, only 4 remain. But the oldest is right here in Toluca Lake, built in 1949. So 74 years at this Bob's Big Boy, but 90 years of Bob's, the oldest fast food chain in Los Angeles and also the inventor of the double hamburger. All right, LA, it's been a minute.